This work arose as an effort to make sense of the political and economic transformations of our time. This can be a treacherous ambition. The historian's present is always changing, and at times drastically. I was born a half year before World War II began in Europe. As a young but politically aware observer, I lived through episodes of the Cold War. Then, 40 years later, witnessed what seemed to be its sudden and surprising conclusion. Leave aside the digital revolution or the changes in medical science that have transformed all our lives, my adult lifetime has seen the vigorous post-war recovery of Germany and Japan, the peak of U.S. economic and international primacy, and the legal, if not socio-economic, dismantling of its racial hierarchies. In recent decades, the stupendous rise of Chinese national power, and even as I send this manuscript to press, in my 80s, the Russian effort to reconstitute the imperial hold it formerly exercised in Eastern Europe. This book, however, focuses on the developments that do not always spring to mind as constitutive of our times. I believe nation and territory and cultural specificities provide important coordinates for structuring historical narrative. But this book does not emphasize these markers. It is not a general survey of world history, nor a history of the nation-state and its conflicts, nor a story of celebrated and infamous leaders, important though they have been. It bypasses the military history of the great wars, the genocides, and the development of regimes that brought early death to perhaps 200 million people of the 11 billion or so who lived during a part or all of the 20th century. Instead, I have tried to illuminate other conflicts and forces that have successfully shaped, or perhaps more precisely, allowed the evolving political outcomes of the 20th century and the first quarter of the